Hey, what's up guys? Turtleags here, bringing you another Lord of Dice Global video. This is a video request by one of my viewers who asked in the comments to film a video on how to win in PvP. Now, I don't think that I'm the best person to ask this question but this week I've actually been doing pretty well ever since I, revamped my team. Currently this week I've netted about 38 wins. I would say like my win percentage right now is about 75%. Not great, but not terrible either. And I'm rank 148 right now. So there's 147 people in this game that have a higher score than me. So as you can see here, I rank here. So if I can maintain this by the end of tonight, then I should be getting 400 gems and a Badlands Cube. Now, I think the rewards really start to get exciting when you get to 11th to 50th and above, but I don't anticipate reaching that level, especially since I work, 7 days a week, and I do play this game a lot. I don't really PvP all the time, but I am PvPing a lot more now. So hopefully my tips and just advice for you guys, strategies will help you win a little bit more than you currently do. Now, I would say that winning in a PvP match all begins with your team. So here, I'm going to show you my team just to illustrate here. Now, I would highly recommend that the first slot in your team slots be your PvP team, because this is, I think the PvP team is what people are usually paying attention to when they're searching for new friends. So just have your most impressive team here, but at the same time show that you put thought into it. So as you can see here, I have 1 move, 2 move, 3 move, 4 move, 5 move, 6 move. And I would highly recommend in a PvP to have one of each, just because there's going to be certain situations where you're having that extra mobility option will help you secure one extra tile that you wouldn't normally do in securing the victory. Additionally, you want to also spend time upgrading your masters. As you can see, last night I finally got enough of the rainbow shards to upgrade my master one last time. So I currently have Clara maxed out. The master skill won't matter as much in PvP, just because usually the match will be over before you can activate her. Yeah, the runes that you select will make a big deal. I still don't 100% understand how these runes work. I know like the health, straight up increases your HP when you enter a match, but the other, like the attack runes and the defensive runes, those I'm not as sure about. I'm sure there's some damage calculation that goes with it. From my experience, whenever I upgrade an attack rune, for instance, I seem to deal slightly more damage with my dicer attacks against the boss. I would imagine that if, say, you go into a dice battle with an opponent in PvP, and say like you win the dice battle or you lose the dice battle, I'm sure the additional attack stat from the runes factor into the full amount of damage that you do. I just don't know exactly how it's calculated. Yeah, so once you've worked on your master, worked on your team, then you are ready to go. One more thing I should mention about the team is you want to try to diversify your team as much as you can. I personally don't find melees to be as useful in PvP, just because generally speaking, when you're about to lose the match, it's often because the opponent has activated like 3 of the 4 tiles that you need to light up to have the opponent fall off the platform, for instance. Oftentimes in winning a PvP, you have to engage the opponent with the ideal dicer of your choice and win the dice battle. So as such, I highly recommend in PvP to select dicers that give you an edge in a dice battle. So for instance here, Sickle allows me to make a D10 dice, basically a double dice. And then Laura, as you can see here, she allows me to switch my enemy's highest roll with my lowest roll. And then same thing goes with, actually sorry, that's not my main team. And then Dana, she destroys one of the enemy's dice, although I'm finding that for some reason I only destroy their lowest dice. I don't know if it's just RNG working against me, but if it continues to do that, I might take her out of my rotation. Thornet doesn't really help me in a dice battle, so usually I try not to engage the enemy while playing a Thornet. And then Loki, he's really good. He changes the dice, my lowest roll to max. So if I roll like a 1 or a 2, it brings it all the way up to the maximum number that the dice can roll up to. And then my Ordina, she reduces all D10 dice by 2. And I confirmed after playtesting that this applies to only my opponent, not myself. So as you can see, I put a lot of thought into my team. I only selected dicers that would help me win a dice battle. The only exception being Thornet, in that Thornet doesn't really help me in a dice battle. She just mitigates damage when I lose. I just acquired some piercers, but they unfortunately are not 4-move aside from my Xiahou Dun. I may actually switch Thornet back with her, just because Xiahou Dun has such a good prepared gambler, increases all your dice rolled a 2 or lower by 2. Really good. I may actually switch her with Thornet. I don't know, but the HP is nice though. But HP doesn't matter too much if you're losing all your dice battles, so something to consider. Actually, I think for the purposes of this video, I'll actually switch this. Let's see. Oh, my HP doesn't go down that much, only 854, so yeah. So this is my PvP team. So now I'm going to go ahead and enter PvP. Oh, and actually before I do, I just want to show something real neat. I just accumulated enough pistols to unlock my third and final raid costume, or raid avatar that I haven't unlocked yet. So I've already unlocked Clara's, and I've already unlocked Yuri's, and now I'm going to unlock Armiria's, so real excited about that. I'm trying to collect all the costumes here. So yeah, let's go ahead and unlock her. Sweet. Okay, she's unlocked. So, alright, I'm gonna switch back to my default avatar here. Or default master, rather. Okay. So now that I've gone over that, I think it is time to do some PvP matches. And I think the best way to explain things is just to play the match and comment while battling. Hopefully I don't lose too bad on this video. I always feel like whenever I'm filming, I end up losing more or making more mistakes. But anyways, hopefully even if I do make mistakes, you'll learn from them. Alright, so right now it's just matching me. Alright, here we go. So the first thing you want, so on this map, you want to go 6 move. Just trust me on this. All the pros do 6 move first. Okay, so he'll either he'll whirlwind me, but I have the edge. Okay, so what happens is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will appear. So then you go 5, which will when you land on that, it'll bring you to activate this first one. I learned this strategy after losing against a bunch of pro players here. Okay, so this actually works out really well. So 1, 2, 3. So at this point, I'm in activating tile time. I just want to end this quickly. I haven't taken too much damage, which is nice. Okay, so I'm going to go 4 move. Alright, and actually, so he's going to defend. Yeah, he's going to defend. Now I'm going to attempt to steal the tile from him, and I'm using a dicer that I'm very confident in her ability, which is to destroy the enemy's die. Now, when entering a dice battle, you want to bring in as many d6s as you can. So I blow up one of his, and I win because I activated all 4 tiles, just like that, guys. So that's winning 101. If you can, try to take all the tiles, because if you have more than one win condition, you're more likely to win. Okay, so that was fairly easy. Normally my opponents are not that easy. So let's try this again. Now, there is kind of like a, I don't know if it's like a bug or something, but it's possible that if you start a PvP match right away, that you may end up against the same person that you just faced off against. Although this time it's different. Okay, so this guy's doing what I would do, which is just go ahead and activate a node. Okay, so I got 2 options here. I always like to move faster if I can. So if she tries to steal mines or activate the one behind me, I have a strategy for both. Okay, this is bad because Kitsune is the best dicer in this game. But I will do my best to win. I'm probably going to lose because Kitsune is broken. Yeah, and then he's going to destroy, yeah. Okay, so I predicted that. So, you know, there's going to be situations where there's nothing you can do about it because they have better dicers than you. But, you know, you just work with what you've got, so. Alright, so I'm basically defending my tiles. Yes, it's nice to do damage, but it's more important to not get, like, totally obliterated by falling off the platform. Okay. Yeah, this guy's probably gonna win. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's loaded. But that's okay. I'm just showing you guys, like, what I would do. So at this point, you know, you just gotta try to take back everything. At this point, I've taken so much damage that I'm going to lose regardless, but I don't care. Because I've already met the win requirements to get all the gems in this game. Alright, final push. Whenever you can, bring in 3 d6 dicers. Yeah, my opponent is a pro player, for sure. Yeah, and I lose. Alright, so my opponent did a number of things correctly. First, she didn't waste any time. She started activating those tiles. And then second, whenever she engaged me in battle, she would always engage me with a dicer that had like an OP ability that'll help you win a dice battle. Whether it be Kitsune with blowing up the opponent's die that rolled 6 or higher, or a Dana, which blows up the opponent's dice. Yeah, she had everything going for her. But that's okay. You know, you just have to work with what you've got. Okay, so I'm going to do one more battle here. I would say there's, I think, 3 different maps you can battle on, 2 of which look very familiar, but the tile placement's a little different. Okay, I'm going first, so I'm going to, I always activate one of these tiles. Always, always. There's never a good reason not to activate one of these when you start the match. I would say whoever goes first has the advantage, typically. Alright, now Xiaohui Duan is really good, so... Okay, I'm actually going to end up being in a dice battle with... Oh, actually, never mind, so... Okay, he has a kitsune, so I have to watch out. Whenever the opponent does a kitsune, I never engage in a dice battle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. because it's just not worth it. Okay, so I have a couple alternatives here. So against a loaded guy like that, I will try to deal some damage just so you know, I preserve one of my win conditions. Alright, so from here I have to be careful. I'm going to, you know, activate 2 of these. I have 2 activated so that I don't get, you know, blown up by a dice battle here. So he could either, so if he had a 6 move dicer, he could engage me right now. But I don't think he does, so. Alright. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm going to prioritize doing damage here. Just because I don't think because I have 2 defended already. If you have 2 of yours activated, it's okay to deal damage to the opponent instead of trying to take over a tile, because you need to make sure that you have another win condition. Okay, and this actually works out perfectly because I can take this and do damage. Whenever you can take over a tile and do damage, do so. Alright, so look at what's happening. He has better dicers than me, but I've managed to keep 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to concentrate here. See, this is why 6 move is so important, especially on this map. Or what I'm trying to say is you should have 1 of each move. It'll make your life so much easier. Okay, so he's going to hit me and take over this, and I'm going to... Okay, hold on. I think I may lose this. I may lose this. Yeah, because he'll do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Shao Ho-Dun is one of the best maps for dicers out there. Her Prepared Gambler is a really powerful ability. So all I can really do at this point is just... Oops. I made a mistake, guys. Oh, but if he doesn't kill me, I could win. Okay, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, I made a mistake. Yeah, so you have to count your tiles before you move, but it wouldn't have mattered because I was so low on HP that he would have won anyways. So there you have it, guys. It always seems like, yeah, I know I said this already, but earlier this morning I won 3 in a row, and of course, you know, when you go high up in ranking, you go against people with all the dicers that you want. So hopefully you found this video informative. Yeah, so if you have any questions or if you feel like I've missed anything, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. As always, please subscribe and like this channel, and I will see you next time in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.